Hi all, welcome to the project work on Introduction to Mobile Development course. We as a team, we have developed a mobile app for the gas turbine equipment, which will predict the performance of the gas turbine equipment under various temperature changes. Our app name is GTPredict, and our team is made of 3 team members, Priyanka, Pamudita, and myself, Abul. And scope of this project work is to build an Android app which will predict the performance of the gas turbine equipment for its power output and efficiency, and analyze its impact due to the changes in the temperature conditions. The idea why we came up with this particular idea to develop this app is a lot of different techniques are available today in the market to the uh, predict the power and efficiency for the gas turbine equipments. There is no Android app is available as per our knowledge. That's why we took this particular challenge to come up with an app for this. And through this work, we have worked on different features and extensions. Some of them worth to mention are navigation, web scraping, animation, trendings, and image slider. And also we have worked on CSV file read and write, and to send SMS and also to send emails with the results. So we will talk about this later as we progress in this session. So now coming to the coding part, we can see on the left side here, in under the project explorer, the different types of classes we have built it, and then the interfaces to run this particular project. So here what we are seeing here is the main activity window right now. Uh, in the main activity window is showing our company name, which is Predict IT Analytics Company. Can you click enter? So here, as I mentioned, this app, the key parameter is the temperature. We can enter a temperature here. And then choose a category, whether we want to have power output or efficiency, and click predict. So here we see the 2 degree for the current temperature. What we enter 2 degree, I can expect a power output of 99 units. This is how it is working. And the way it is working is as soon as the user enters the 2 degree, the 2 degree gets written into the database, and it is being fetched from the database, and it's performing its calculation to predict what power output we can expect for the 2 degree temperature and efficiency for that particular output. Now I pass on to Priyanka to talk about other features.
Thank you very much. Can I start with the splash screen? Can we have a look of it, please? Okay. So the thing you can see is here is a cartoon which is moving and the text which is coming upwards. So for this we have using the Lottie's animation from which we are taking the GIF and we are using it over here. For this we are using the time delay, and we are giving a duration of milliseconds that within this it has to move, and we have given the coordinations that you have to move from this direction to this direction. Okay, and for this we are using the animation, and when it is done it should go to the main activity, and the delay here is 5000 milliseconds. In the main activity we can see that the text is blinking and the image is opening slowly. So for the blinking, the raw file we are using is blink, that you can see is r.nm.blink. And that we have given that for this time span it should blink, and this much time it should blink. And for the image, as it is opening slowly, we are using the r.nm.scale. For this, we have given it the coordinates, that this x coordinate and y coordinate, it should move from this to this direction. So all these guidelines are given in these raw files. And when we go to the button, as it is changing the color, so even in the XML file we have given the direction that you have to be in this color, and when it is clicked it should change its color from this to this. So can we go to the another activity, please? So as you can see that already automatically a Lottie is moving, So it is automatic. But when we choose a category, can we choose a category from this to the power output? As you can see that the lottie has been changed. And if we choose the efficiency, can you choose the efficiency, please? Yeah, so you can see that it changes. So in the file, what we have done in this Java class, that on click, we are changing from this lottie to the different lottie. And if we choose something else, it will choose some other lotties. So can we go to the web scraping part now, please? Yeah, so you can see the first activity it shows is from the user, we can take the city as well as the province. You can take any city as well as any province. You can from any country. For example, over here, we are using Surrey, BC. So can you just enter Surrey in the city and BC in the province? So what we can see over here is it shows me the temperature as well as the precipitation, humidity, and the wind. So all this data we are taking is from the Google, the website. So can we go in the class web scrap? I can show you the code from which it is working. Yeah. So for this, we are using the async task. It has three main tasks, which is uh, a post execute, pre execute, and in background. So the data which is taking from the website is doing it in the do in background. So in the do in background function, we have given the source in it. Can we just go a little bit down? As you can see that I have given the API of the Google from which it can take the data, which is HTTPS is and the whole source from which it is taking the class. When we go in the inspect over there and search the class, we can take the data from there. So I'm taking the data from there and storing it in the string. And after getting all the data in the post execute function, I am displaying that data to the screen. So this is the whole task of the web scraping I have used in it. So this is the main thing I want to talk about, my contribution in this project. So I want to handle it to the Pamudita so he can talk about his. Thank you.
Okay, I'll restart the app again and show the contribution, my contribution. So after I enter, and I'm giving a sample data here. So in this activity, I have added a image slider. In this image slider, we can see few images with some animation. So for that, I wrote the code inside this quick pred results, and this is the code that related to image slider. So we can add any number of images as we want to display. So here we have the navigation icon. If we click this, we can find various functionalities. So in this navigation bar, it's divided into two sections. The upper section is the header, and these are the items. For that, I created two layouts. This is the header layout, and this is the item layout. So after that, to add the code, I use this quick pred results class and add the code to navigate to various paths, various activities. These are the switch statements. So according to the logic, it will navigate to the corresponding activity. So first I will show the first item, it's display chart. When we click that, a line chart will be displayed as this according to the given logic. So when we want to come back to the navigation bar, we have to click this back button, and here we have the option to import CSV. So here I am importing the CSV from this device. So I'll show the CSV that I am going to upload. This is the CSV, and it contains four temperatures. So when I click this import CSV, and it goes to this activity, and after I click upload CSV, it's asking for file access, and I have to give the access. Then I have to select the file, then those data will be uploaded to the database. So in the database we can see that those data are uploaded starting from 11. This data is uploaded, and these values are come from the logic. Then we have in the navigation bar the export CSV. This function allows to download all the records in the database. So if we click this, the file will be downloaded to the device file explorer. So when we click refresh this download folder, we can see report.csv. It contains all the data from the database. Then we have in the navigation bar we have the send email. So the user have the functionality to select the email client. So I am selecting Gmail. So after I select Gmail, the outputs will be populated to the email body, and we can select a email address that we need to send the details. So then we can click send. Also we have the functionality to send the SMS. So if we click send SMS, this activity will be open, and the user have to type the uh, phone number and then click send SMS. Then SMS will be generated to that phone number, but using the emulator I'm not able to test it. We have to install it to the phone and demonstrate it. So that's all. Abul can continue. You are muted.
Oh, sorry. Thanks, Priyanka and Pamudita. Okay. To end this, I will talk about the database feature which we implemented. Can you click on the GT data? So here is where we have added all the key parameter items and the methods for it. Here we can see temperature and then power, and then the efficiency items are added. Here the point to notice the temperature, we have kept that as a primary key. There is a specific reason for that, because we don't want to duplicate the temperature. One temperature will have its corresponding values in power output and the efficiency. That is the particular reason. And Pamita, can you go to the next one, database? Yeah, so here is the functionality to have the database created, and as we can see, we have implemented the room database architecture here. Can you go to the next interface? Okay, here is where we are writing all our methods to fetch, insert the data. Insert data record, you can see here there is a command over written over here, and we are using two different queries here. One query get all data, that is being used extensively between the file CSV options, and also for the results options. And then we are having another query, get all data in a descending order. This is needed for the graph activity, because graph needs the x-axis to be uh, in a particular order. And that's all about the database creation. Can you click on the quick print activity? Okay, just want to show one example of calculation. Can you go to the calculation part? Yeah, stop over here. Yeah. So here we can see the data is getting inserted via database command over here. The calculations are happening. It is fetching the data, whatever we are inputting. Can you scroll down? This is the calculation part. Yeah, here the record is getting inserted. Can you go up to the fetch data location? Yeah, this is a separate thread. As we know, we have to have it as a separate thread. And then we are initiating that thread to get the values to be recorded in the main on-click listener activity. Can you scroll down, little down? And then we are fetching the data as a list GT data option. And then since we have to display the current option, current data, we are using this particular command, gtdata.size -1. And then we are bundling it into a data and passing that to the next activity. So this forms the demonstration of our app. Thank you very much.